Hello, beautiful people. We are going to build the Rose Cottage with outhouse. Here's our Rose Cottage, and here's our outhouse. In Australia, we'd probably call that a dunny. First thing to do is to colour in your Rose Cottage and outhouse. Once you're happy that you've coloured it all in, the next thing you want to do is to cut it out. To cut it out, I use a knife and a straight edge. I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to speed it up so you don't have to be bored. And I'm going to see you on the other side. Now the trick to cutting this out is just to go slowly and thoughtfully. There's no rush. If you need to, have a break, have a cup of tea, do some yoga, and then come back. This is all about being relaxed and having fun. Okay, welcome back. Now we've got some decisions to make. Do we want our doors to be open or closed? For this one, I'm going to leave my doors open. The other question we need to ask ourselves is, do we want these windows to be in or out? So I'm thinking for my outhouse. When it comes to outhouses, I'm all about ventilation. Maybe you are too. So I'm just going to carefully cut out only 3 sides of this door and back down to here, because if you cut out more than 3 sides, well, it's just going to come right out and you're not going to have a door at all. And for an outhouse, even though I'm all about ventilation, I am quite keen to have a door. And I'm also going to cut out these little windows. Of course, the choice is yours whether or not you cut out the door or the windows. I'm going to open the door on my outhouse. I'm going to open the door on my main house as well. This one's a bit easier, there are less curves. Remember, just the 3 sides. You need to leave your door attached on at least one side, preferably the long side. All right, so we've cut out all the parts we need to cut out. Now we need to score and fold. So we're going to score along these dotted lines that you see here. I used the end of one of these pencils with the lead retracted, just gives me a really fine point. You might have a better tool. Just need to score it with something, because if you don't score it with something and you're trying to fold it, the paper grain's not always going to be going in your favour, and you might struggle to get that fold accurate. And those little discrepancies of inaccurate folds are going to add up, and your building's going to look a bit wonky. The solution to that is just to score it. Be careful with your scores. Be more careful than me. I just scored over the front of my house. I think I've got all my scores in. The only way to check really is to fold them all. No, I didn't. I missed some. You'll notice whether you got them or not, because it won't fold. It'll just bend in the wrong place. So it's good to just do a test fold after you've scored. Put everything where you want it to be, because doing that after you've glued it becomes a very difficult task. And I don't want this to be difficult for you guys. I want this to be just a whole lot of fun. Just be careful with the door, because you've cut it out. If you've cut it out like me, then it's going to be a little bit fragile around that area. Once you've folded everything and you're happy with it, just got to gently lay it back out flat and repeat. Now here's an important thing to not forget, is to score your door. I think I forgot my door on this one. Now you notice for the outhouse I haven't supplied any spiders, snakes or frogs to go inside it. It's the reason I try to avoid using outhouses, because they do tend to come with little critters, especially where I live in Queensland, Australia. And I don't like to share my bathroom experiences really with anyone, let alone spiders, snakes or frogs. Now we move on to our chimney. All right, now that we've cut them out, scored them and folded them, what I'm trying to do is to grab a sheet of clean scrap paper. And you need to take your glue and apply it to all of the glue tabs. And let's start building the outhouse. Try not to get stuck to your outhouse. Alrighty. First thing to do is align your side walls. I find that laying it flat and aligning this base first makes that an easy task. Finish it into place, then pop open your little structure. Try not to bend your door. Okay, now we're going to give our floor some structure. We're going to fold our little glued tabs in first. I use this door to give me some access to, I can't fit my finger through those, so there we go. Oh, look at that, method to the madness. Now you want to fold these roof tabs in, use that. Fold in the small one first, and then the one with the tab on it goes over the top, and that tab folds down to form a little structure that your roof panel can attach to. It also gives structure and rigidity to your house, to your outhouse. Okay, we're going to use our corrugated roof for this section. Make sure it's folded. Get that little V section and position the V of your building to the V of the roof. This is the way I found it's easiest. And then simply fold it down. Use your open outhouse door to maybe get in burnish that glue down gently with your fingers. There you have it. Outhouse with an open door, because we want the frogs and snakes to have easy access. Alright, and we need to build the cottage that goes with it. Essentially it's a repeat of the same process. And we're going to start once again with the main body and apply our glue. And you guessed it, we attach our side panel first, aligning it the best we can. Pop open our structure. Oh, it's going a bit wonky there. Seems that I failed to fold all of my sides. Okay. Fold in your glue tabs for your base, and just nib around with your fingers, put them all into place, giving yourself a lovely rigid structure to fit on with your earth panels. We're just following the same technique we used earlier, folding over the shorter one first and then the one with the tab on it, and the tab folds over. Create a roof structure. I'm going to grab our roof. Let's prepare this a little bit better. I want those side tabs to sit under my roof tabs. And I'm just going to hold those roof tabs in place and position my roof, making sure I've got eaves at the front and eaves at the back. Free to inside there and burnish that on using your fingers or even a tool. But I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing left is to apply our chimney. I'm not going to put the chimney on the outhouse. I'm going to put the chimney on the main house. These little triangle panels need glue as well. They're what's going to attach the chimney to the roof. Too much glue. I can't open it. Oh, that's better. Now all we need to do is fold over these tabs one at a time. Let's grab a pencil, get those all nice and stuck. Then the last thing to do is just to fold over our chimney lid. Once again, get some pressure on there. I like chimneys, they're very cute. Now we want to fold over these little triangle panels on the side. And then you've got to decide whereabouts you want to put your chimney. I usually don't put it over the front door because that's sort of weird. I try to go for the back or the centre. I'm going to go for the back on this one. Somewhere that looks good, around about there. Just drop that on. Those panels will do their job and stick it. If you want, you can get your pencil up in there and give it some encouragement to stick. Outhouse and Rose Cottage. Here are some roses. No, they're roses, true. There they are. The smallest little cottage in our Christmas tiny homes village. But lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed building those with me. I shall see you in another video. Bye for now.